Okay. That and I don't know why the audio was messed up. Okay. I'm gonna do a little test to see if it works, and it is gonna require music. Oh, okay. I apologize for that. Man, I swear everything was working last night, and then I was gonna do this actually. Oh yeah, it works. Let me lower that a little bit though, because for whatever reason, what? Okay, the mic audio, like the volume control on it is the same. Like, let me show. Like, these are the settings I have. This is my mic settings. It's at 7.2 decibels, or whatever it is. And that's the audio I have set for the desktop. Yeah. So, yeah. Oh, come on. Also, for the record, this game's music is way better than the newer Sonic games. Except maybe Unleashed, although I haven't beaten that game, but I digress. I just wanted to play this real quick to test the sound audio from the actual desktop. Should be working now, so. Actually, a friend of mine just sent me something. I'm gonna check that real quick. So, have you been, Canine? Oh, by the way, I was. Now that you're here, I was gonna. Funny thing, last night I was trying to do a GTA 5 stream, the PC version. It disconnected so many times. I had so many technical difficulties. It ugh. But, yeah. It's amazing. Um, I spent nearly, like, and yeah, that is. And I was playing story mode, by the way, not online. But it's really good. I spent nearly $94, I want to say, on it. But it was worth every penny, because, um, I can, I can change the light level on the actual webcam. There's a little knob that you twist on here, and it's supposed to raise and lower the brightness level, like that. But yeah, I would try and demonstrate how GTA 5 story mode performed, but I don't want to go through the nightmare that was last night. I think it might have also just been, like internet traffic here. Because there's other people that use the internet here. I'm not a homeowner or anything. It's not my own internet or anything. It's just the internet for the house. But, yeah. But, yeah, this webcam is actually really good. I, got it yesterday. Oh, okay. Alright, yeah. Oh, we're not even at the archway thing yet. By the way, I'm not playing GeoGuessr. It's just me on Google Maps right now. Also, I apologize if I keep looking away from either the screen or the webcam. For the webcam, like, if you see me looking at something else, like, right here, it's just me looking at my screen and it's just instinctive, because I... I'm still getting used to using a webcam, especially one as nice as this. But as you can see, like, the frame rate's actually really good. Actually, if I check on something, oh, not that. Talking about the actual webcam itself, it's called a Razer Kiyo, and I'm running it at 60 FPS, 720. Yeah. I mean, it says 60 FPS, but yeah. But the important thing is the frame rate's good enough. You can see what I'm doing. There's not really any delay. I mean, there's a teeny tiny delay, but it's not very noticeable. But the webcam is not the microphone. This is a on podcast webcam or microphone, not webcam. But it's actually really good for. I think it was like $25. I think. Yeah. Anyway. Hold on. Why do you do this? Oh my God. Okay. I think I got that fixed. I didn't mean to do that, by the way. It's just... I think it was just because I was looking at the settings for the webcam to make sure everything was working right, and it actually was. But, yeah. Anyway, to explain what I'm doing right now, whoops. I didn't even double click. I was gonna say, basically what I'm doing is, this is a new series that I just recently made up, like, a few hours ago. Yeah, but the new... Was there a photo shoot or something? I was gonna say, it's a new series that I've decided to make on Twitch called Chillin' Chat. And, like, whenever I'm actually streaming, it's just gonna be called Chillin' Chat with me, won'tcha? But, whenever I upload it to YouTube, it's just gonna be called Chillin' Chat, followed by, the number symbol and whatever number it is. For this one, it's going to be number 1. This is not to be confused with me playing a game, so it won't be, I mean, it will be a VOD because it will be like the video version of the live stream, but yeah. Also, you hardly see any of these anymore. I mean, I have seen one once, and that was like a week or two ago. Because I know it was whenever I was with my mama, whenever she picked me up like last week. But yeah. To explain what I'm doing is well, first of all, let me get back to what I was trying to do. So, basically, yeah, that's basically it. It's yeah. But I'm just mainly talking, and in this specific episode, I'll be talking about my plans for this summer, my theories about what's going to be happening at E3, stuff like that. I'm also going to be talking about a very reputable source, Roberto Serrano, was saying a little while back that Sony was going to have a event, like their next event, not like a state of play, more like Sony's version of E3, because they aren't attending E3 this year, so they're just doing things their own way. So according to Roberto Serrano, who I actually follow on Twitter, he had mentioned that Sony's next big event, which is not going to be a state of play, it's going to be like, it's basically going to be sort of like what they did last summer, only without a hardware reveal. Because, I mean, why would you do a PS5 reveal again when the system's already been out for, at that point, like, almost 7 months? Actually, speaking of the PS5, as of today, I've had mine for 6 months. And I have to say, over the past 6 months, it's been an incredible experience, and I'm really glad that I was able to get it. To those hoping to get it, I wish you the best of luck. And, yeah. But anyway, one such thing that I'm theorizing is, first of all, let me break off from one of my friends on Facebook said, "Oh shit, I forgot I sent that." One of my friends sent me a video of them watching a TV show, I think, and they had their dog. It was so cute, but I guess it was a mistake. Anyway, what I was actually gonna talk about is, the, overwhelming evidence that PlayStation Home is coming back. That's mainly what I'm gonna be talking about because, well, it is around summer, and, to be more precise, we are, as of right now, halfway through May. And why is that important? Well, we need to check on something. A few somethings, but you know what I mean. First of all, Soho engine. Still 0 oppositions. Also, You might notice it says the 16th. This because this is in fact European, like the European area of the world. So it's already the 16th over there. But what's interesting is I found out recently that the Soho engine trademark was filed in Japan. So they've done it in several European territories, and now they've done it in Japan. And I'm starting to see a pattern. Because the thing is, this is filed under goods and services, and it lists what all it has to offer, like what all it can do, and then you go to PlayStation Home, which I don't think has been updated lately. Like the last time it was updated was around the end of 2019. Yeah. November 12th. But you'll notice something. The very same address as the Soho engine. And of course London Studio, because that is London Studio. The thing is, you're probably wondering, Soho engine? Like Team Soho? Well, that's partially the name, or the reason for the name, but it's also because the team that made the engine, the PlayStation London studio, is based in Soho. So the engine is actually based on where they're, like, the name of the engine is based on where they lived. Or, not lived, where they're based. But as you can see, the goods and services here are very similar in description to the Soho engine. Now, why is this important? Well, to elaborate further, how about we check in with our friends? I say that like I work for PlayStation, but I don't. I'm just a big old fan. Like, I've been a Ben. Yeah. Yeah, I've been a Ben. No, I was gonna say, I've been a fan of PlayStation for, like, a large majority of my life, ever since I found out about it. Because, first I found out about the PS2. And then I learned about the PS1. And then eventually I found out vaguely about the PS3. And then eventually I got my own PS3 in 2011, and yeah, and what's really funny is it was actually back. I might have to go in a bit, but I'll stick around until then. Okay. Yay! I love rambling. While you were gone, I was talking about PlayStation Home, which I'll explain to you what it is if you're unaware, but these guys are the people that made it, PlayStation London Studio. But they have a lot of job listings. I'm not saying I'm going to apply for any, it's just I wanted to point out some key things I've noticed about them. Namely, for one, there's no job listing for sound or, music, cinematics, story. Partially because someone already has that role, but that could be for another project they might have down the line. But the thing is, there's no mention of mocap voice acting either. There's animation programmer, and yeah. Character artist. Online programmer. Now again, the thing is, external companies. An external company, I actually tried looking up what that meant, but it just showed me, like, oh, something about a republic, something about Ghana, or something like that. An external company, in official definition, means a company that is not owned by the group that is making the project. Basically, it's an outside source. So, talking about PlayStation Home, because this is an excellent example. They had Red Bull, which isn't a game company at all. It's like a beverage company that also has made products such as clothing, and they've even made a few vehicles, and they've even hosted their own events, which have been virtually recreated in PlayStation Home back whenever it was around on PS3. But that's an example of an external company. It's a company that is not owned by, for example, PlayStation. Like, they don't own Red Bull. They're just partnering up with them to, work alongside them to bring whatever content is necessary into whatever they're making. So, yeah. Contractors, I guess it's the same thing. But yeah, and the thing is, I don't see anything about level design. There's game AI, but again, that could be for another project. But let me get to this. Development of a network-focused title. This is basically what it means. Is just like a network. That's what they mean by networking, is just like online networking, which is quite literally the same exact thing that they mention in the Soho Engine trademark for the goods and services. I forgot which number it fell under, but I think it was 9. I don't remember. But then you see this, like, it says here desirable experience, which means that it's something that they would prefer. But then it says down here that they are ideally looking for somebody like that, but they would encourage people to apply even if they don't fully fit that job description, because they could learn for it. But it says here, PlayStation platform development, PC or other console-based development, or mobile applications and games. Now, here's what I'm thinking. If they are planning on bringing back PlayStation Home, which I know they are, because I'll get more into how I know for sure. For a mobile application, what they could do is they could have a companion app that you could get on your phone, whether it be an Android or an iPhone like mine. Whoops. I forgot to change the background. This controller I briefly had, it was like a titanium blue DualShock. But I've got a DualSense because ever since I got the PS5, I haven't gone back to the PS4 yet. And I never will because the PS4 is obsolete now. It says here, a successful shipped console or mobile title that reached critical acclaim and did well in the market. Now the thing is, Home never shipped because it was an application that was free to use as long as you had a PSN. But it did reach critical acclaim because, like, just to mention, PlayStation Home had 41 million players around the globe by the time it closed down. Nowadays, that's sort of a minuscule number, but back then that was huge. And it made like a ton of money. I'm not even kidding. So it did do well on the market because it's not like, oh, you had to get DLC and... The thing about PlayStation Home is, and I'll search it up, it's not what I want. Okay, oh my god, I like how one of the results is play at home. I have a feeling that's hinting at it. I have that strong feeling that's hinting at it. And I'll get to that in a second, but according to Wikipedia, by the way, yes, same people. But this is what I mean by an external company. There are companies that are not owned by Sony or PlayStation, but there are people who have partnered up with them in order to bring content to home. But it says here, PlayStation Home is a virtual 3D social gaming platform. But this is what it means by network-based title. It's just, technically Home wasn't a game in the literal sense, because, I mean, you could play it, you had mini games and stuff, but it wasn't like a game like you could beat it and tell all your friends, hey, you should have seen this boss I beat, or something like that. No. Home was more like an MMO, if an MMO was social. Because it was massive multiplayer online, but it was also known as a virtual world, which was a type of online networking game style thing where you could explore different places, a la, Second Life or something like that. Hell, even Roblox, and I actually play Roblox. Yeah, it was completely free, but you needed a PSN. And the thing is, you could buy stuff using real money back whenever it was a thing. But it wasn't like, oh, it enhances how well you play. No. It's all cosmetics. There are items called or why am I saying R? There were items called locomotions, or LMOs for short, that would allow you to move faster, and quite a few of them even had a turbo boost turbo boost button that would allow you to go even faster, but not by much. But again, that's just cosmetic, and all it does is just increase your movement speed a little bit. But that's basically it. But it was a beta, believe it or not. Yeah. But going back to this, what does that look like? Also, I need to lower the brightness. There. Because I was looking at the ring, the light ring around my camera, and what had happened was, have you ever looked at a light for a certain amount of time? Not like to blind yourself, but like you'll look at it for a second, and then you look away, and then you just see like the after image of the light like burning in your eyes for a while. That's basically it. But yeah. Social gaming platform. In other words, it was basically a social networking service, but it was like a game, so you could play it. But what's interesting is you might think that sounds like Sims. No. The avatar you have, you could play as them. Like, the avatar is basically an extension of you. Like, you're playing as yourself, essentially. But, yeah. But what I think they're talking about when talking about AI and NPCs is that, imagine there's a minigame in PlayStation Home. Like, we're talking about a theoretical PlayStation Home, like, return, I guess. I couldn't really think of a better word. But, if you think about it, think about this. What if there were some other players that were in a public space like you, but they weren't looking to play a game with you because they were doing something else? What Home could do is it could have an AI play as the opponent. That's basically it. Quite a few minigames actually did that. But going to multiplayer gameplay designer, because this is something that really caught me off guard. Because first of all, I know these people made VR stuff, but just to elaborate, there's no mention of VR. It just says, we're really excited to open this hire for an experienced multiplayer gameplay designer because it's a role of crucial importance to the new PS5 project we're working on at London Studio. But it's interesting. They do mention virtual reality in terms of like the innovations and stuff, but there's no mention of PlayStation Home, even if you check out the games. Because for one, like, Home was a beta, so it wasn't, completely out. Second of all, Home wasn't a game in a traditional sense. It's not like, oh, it's a first-person shooter, blah, 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 blah. It's nothing like that. It was like a social interaction game. But to see that they're saying that multiplayer gameplay designer, now technically Home was multiplayer, because you do play with other people, not like in a competitive sense, but you get the drift. Um, anyway, it says here, like, again, there's no mention of home. There is mentioning of SingStar, iToy, iPet, Book of Spells, and VR Worlds. And the thing is, they also don't mention anything about the Getaway series because that's probably another project they're working on. But, yeah. It says here, we'd like you to. Oh, wait. I know it says something about narrative and missions, but I feel like that's probably for another project, but this role would be handling both. Like, in case there's another project that just so happens to have multiplayer. But, yeah. Also, if you're wondering, I put a mouse tracer on my mouse. If you want to know how to do that, go to settings, devices, mouse, then go to mouse options, and then you can go to pointer options, and you can actually do that, which is really cool because I really like that. Physics programmer is and looky here, within their engine, in-game teams. But the thing is, they're talking about engine. Like the Soho engine. But, yeah. So, that's basically it. There's also animation programmer. But again, we go to games, and we have Blood and Truth, which came out about 2 years ago. VR Worlds, which came out actually about 5 years ago, because it came out alongside the PSVR headset and PS4. SingStar, Wonderbook, iPet, Gangs of London, Portable, all that. Actually, there is a mention of the Getaway series, and that's Black Friday, or Black Monday, not Black Friday. But the thing is, the reason why they don't mention the... I was wrong. I was about to say the reason why they don't mention, like, the Getaway series is because it was because they went under a different name, but I was wrong. But you'll notice they talk about the Getaway here. They talk about iToy. They talk about Black Monday. They talk about this, that. But you'll notice something. I know this was a beta, but this is still missing from the page. And I know I said earlier that Home wasn't, a game in the traditional sense. It was an online, networking service that just so happened to be like a game in terms of, like, you could play, you can interact with it much like you would a normal video game, move your character around and chat with people and all that stuff. But it wasn't a game in the traditional sense like, oh, hey, the game is telling you to do this. Beat this guy in a shooting game or something like that. No. But it was sort of a game, but not entirely. But something else to note is that oh. I mean, there's that, but okay. But the thing is, there was something else. So towards the bottom of this little article post, not article post, but it says here. So Tara Saunders here says, yes, I want us to dream big and realize our full potential, but at the same time ensure that there is a real emphasis on ethical and sustainable game development practices. We have super strong values in place that mean we should be keeping in mind the importance of inclusivity, balance, and team spirit on a day-to-day basis. Our next project has huge potential, and we want to leverage that to the max by empowering the team to thrive and deliver a top-quality game. Please note, she says our next project has huge potential. Now, I know a project can also mean a game, and Home was technically, in a sense, a game, but typically you don't say that something's going to have huge potential if it's any ordinary video game. Rather, you would say that about this. Because you have to think about it like this. Home on PS5 would have enormous potential when you think about it. Yeah, the PS5's SSD, which would mean that loading times are like blisteringly fast. You would have much bigger areas you could explore. You have a wealth of new features that you can include, and even some DualSense functionality if you like. Like, okay, say for instance they have a casino in a theoretical PS5 version of PlayStation Home. And you're doing that, the thing where you crank the lever at the side. In a normal sense, you would just press down on the trigger and it would be like that. But for the DualSense, it could actually apply pressure, like, because of the adaptive trigger, so it's like you would actually have to fight through the resistance of the trigger in order to pull the lever. Sort of like it would be in real life. But there could also be like a notification style vibration system where if you get an invite to something, your controller would vibrate and maybe there would be an accompanying sound from the speaker on the controller. Like, say for example, someone invites you to their personal space, which is basically like your house in the game. What they could do is they could send you an invite, or you could send them an invite, and either you or them, depending on who does what, would hear a sound from your controller's speaker that sounds like a doorbell ring. And that would be like them saying, "Hey, wanna come over?" But there could also be a sort of mailbox style system where as long as somebody is within your friends list, they could send you an item in PlayStation Home, or, and I'm going to deviate a slight bit. I was thinking for this, PlayStation Home revival on PS5, instead of having to use real money, they can incorporate an in-game currency that you could obtain just by playing. Sort of like the money that you get in GTA Online or Red Dead, which I have that game. But what I mean is, you can earn this currency just by playing, whether it be, completing specific objectives and quests within PlayStation Home, playing a minigame, participating in events, maybe if you're a Plus member like I am, you could get it in an occasional giveaway. Maybe you're doing a contest or something, and or not doing a contest. Maybe Sony would be hosting a contest, or whoever is hosting that contest, they could have a cash prize. Only instead of actual cash, it could be the in-game currency, which I'm just going to call PlayStation Cash because it would be associated with PlayStation Home here. Anyway, not only that, but, what I'm thinking is, if you get, like, an item in your mailbox, your controller would vibrate just as it would you get the invitation, and there would be a little ding, like a little ring sound, sort of like a bicycle bell or something like that. And what can happen is, like, that'll be your cue to check out your mailbox, which you could do by opening up the navigator by pressing the options button. And oh, hold on, let me do something. I had to adjust that a little bit. But then we have, like, another notification from when you just receive an item from something that you do. Not necessarily in your mailbox, because that would be from either a user that is your friend, or say there's an event that goes on, but even if you participate in the event and you win an item, you don't obtain it yet until the event ends, then you would get it in your mailbox. That would be an exception. But say that you go to a public space that has an event going on, or there's a game space, which is basically a public space that has a built-in minigame. For example, there's Burn Zombie Burn, that was something that I remember a little bit. But, it was one of those, oh, just for joining you get this. What could happen is you could have a similar sounding bell sound to the mailbox bell. Like, ding. And, like, it'll be accompanied by, for one, your controller vibrating, as it usually does. But it could also be accompanied by a message on your screen for any of those things, like whenever you get the invitation or something in your mailbox or something along those lines. But yeah, so that's basically it. Um, hmm. Hmm. Mm. Yeah, basically, this is what I immediately think whenever I see a project that has huge potential. And just a reminder, the Soho Engine's opposition period for the trademark ends June 7th. No oppositions at all. And yeah. Seems interesting. But something to note. So, by the way, this is now over and done with. Yeah, about that. June 6th at 11:59 p.m. PDT. For us Texans or anybody else in the Central Standard Time Zone, that would be basically 2 in the morning. Because for people in the Mountain Time Zone, that would be just about 1 a.m. So that's something interesting. And by the way, in case you're wondering, same thing. Same thing. But not only that, but Oh, here it is. So then we have this, which was announced 2 days prior to that for days of play. So this is basically like a, well, it says here, player celebration. So that's something interesting. Because I feel like the event that I mentioned that Roberto Serrano had talked about is going to be June 8th, which is very exciting. Anyway, I'm going to be playing some City Guesser. Not for... Oh, I hope I guessed this right. It's more just for background, I guess. But, I'll still try and get something. I know where this is. I know where this is. Stanford. Last night when I was playing this game, I had gotten this round, and I had mistakenly thought, oh, it's New Haven because it said in the sign. No, it's Stanford. It's just that that was next. Oh. This I haven't never seen before. This round. Or maybe I have. I don't know. Let me get myself a drink. So this is back in stores. Alright. Whoa. Holy Corvette, Batman. I actually wasn't expecting to see a Corvette the second I come back to my computer. Yeah, I'm not sure where this is. Hey K9, you're still there, right? Oh, I think this might be Connecticut. Or Vermont, I don't know. Hartford? Eh. New York. Don't think I've seen. Wait, yeah, I have. It's Broad Ripple. I don't think this was Florida. It's not. Maybe it is. I don't remember. I don't think it is. I'm just gonna guess California and get it over with. I suppose the problem is, how am I supposed to know it's Indiana? Like, this has happened to me so many times. I've had this exact round. And the problem is, again, there's not any real clear indication. Like, I've watched a good majority of this video multiple times, and I haven't seen a single sign saying Indiana. And you could try and look at the license plates, but, I mean, what can I do? Huh? Partially because there's no license plates on the front of cars, like that one. And the cars that are driving away from the camera, they're too far away for you to actually get a close look at the thing. So, excuse me, but all things considered, I just couldn't guess right anyway. Oh, now this, I don't think I've ever had this one. Might have. I don't know. I don't really know at all. Let's see. Kendra Tellez something. Oh. We're in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Nice. Albuquerque! Del Perro Pier. I keep making that joke and I automatically get it. Any fellow GTA players will know the joke. Also, yeah, they opened back up recently in real life. It's pretty cool. Wait, they have a Bubba Gump's place there? I always thought that was like the southern Gulf part of the U.S. I guess it's just a coastal restaurant in general. Um, yeah, this is Chicago. Chicago! I like how I hear the woo! It's like last night whenever I was streaming this, and there was a car that was like beep beep, and then I imitated the car, and just as I said beep beep, another car said beep beep just as I did that, so it was like beep beep. And I heard the car through my beep beep, so it was funny. I'm not gonna say Brooklyn. It's probably gonna be Queens. Or not. It's probably gonna be. Also, that is a hilarious name for a location. Queens. It's Jersey City. There goes me saying, oh, well, I'm not playing for trying to get it right. Let's face it, you would try to anyway. Something about burping then immediately after something happens. Anyway, oh. I think this is Salem, Oregon. Oddly enough, my mom actually lived in Oregon for a while in her life. Now she lives back in Texas. I haven't seen her in a long time, but that's partially because of like how she acts towards my mama. But I still love her though. It's just, like she keeps thinking, "Oh, people are trying to keep you away from me." Well, it's because of something that happened to me, and that kind of drew me away. I don't want to get into it. It's sort of traumatic. Never had this one. Does look pretty though. Whoops. Oh. Okay, well I can't really read that. The Monster Club Pub and Grub. That is a cool name. I love that. I don't even know where this location is, but it seems cozy. Seems very nice. Got Tokyo, which is like a sushi place. That also sounds good. Unfortunately, I'm flat fucking broke because I only have a few cents because I bought Doritos 3D, I got a Reese's candy bar, and I got a Red Bull. With the remaining money I had after buying this webcam. Which I have no regrets buying, by the way. I'm not saying that I shouldn't have bought it. It's just, it's something that I saw and I thought, you know what, I think it's about time I started using a webcam at some point. So I waited my time and all that, but the good thing is we are, halfway through the month already. So, yeah. That means all I have to do is just, wait until after my papa gets back home from his trip to Colorado. But yeah, because he's leaving the 29th, I think. Yeah, so yeah. Don't know. Don't know. I don't know. Part of me wants to guess Washington, like Seattle, but another part of me wants to guess Oregon, but I don't know. I don't know. Um, yeah, I'm just gonna guess here. Oh well. The volume is on. I guess this just doesn't have sound. Okay, well I hear something. Hey, Mustang. Nice. Where is this? I'm just gonna guess San Francisco, because I feel like that's where it is. San Fran. Fuck. This is the exact same place. San Diego. What's next? It does the same thing again? Oh, no. This is Vail, Colorado. Yeah. Vail. I do believe I know where that is. Maybe. I don't know. Okay, Vail? Yes. Yeah. I've actually been to Vail before, back in 2016. Very nice place. I hope that's not a bad sign. Allow me to demonstrate. Starting to get better at knowing to look at the webcam and not over here. This may look like Florida, but I can assure you it's not. It's I think over here. Maybe. Right? Well, you can't fault me, so whatever. Now this is Florida. I believe it's Jacksonville. Way over. Oh, what the? Oh. Here? Long Beach. Every time. Tallahassee. It's the building Sonic was on. I actually happen to have the Sonic movie. It was I believe it was like the the number one superhero movie last year because there were no other like superhero movies last year. Plus, come on, it's Sonic the Hedgehog. What's not to love? Forces sucked ass. And so did Sonic Boom. The TV show is fine though. Anyway, I know where this is. San Francisco. Which, by the way, is one of the locations in Sonic Adventure 2. I also have that. Dreamcast, baby. Oh. I remember this. Stanford. It's Stanford. Stanford! Oops. Alright, so this is West Virginia. And I'm willing to bet that it is Beckley. Again, every time. Because I don't see any signs that would, indicate where I'm at. Yeah. Now these signs I could probably pay attention to, because I would actually know. Because it would say, oh. See, that's what I mean. Like, right there, within like 30 seconds of the video starting, I already see this, so I know exactly where it is. But the moment that you have something in West Virginia and, yada yada yada, you think, oh, well, it's gotta be this place. But it is like another place. Because, yeah. Plus, I don't really get too many West Virginia things. I see a West Inn, though. Like Devin Weston. I think this is Chicago. Should be. Who would have guessed? Apparently yawning while he makes videos load. I think this is California. Maybe. Maybe not. You never know. No Creek. I don't know what that baboon thing was. I am paying attention to stuff, by the way. Also, horse! St. Luke's. Never heard of it. Oh, Kansas City. Right? Oh, was it? It was in the no, not Mississippi, Missouri part of Kansas City, which is weird. It's a city that's in 2 states. That's odd, but pretty cool though. I'm gonna keep streaming until probably 10:30 or 10:45, probably. Because that's about the time I'll start getting ready to go to bed. So I'm about to say low, please, but beat me to it.